Here's how you can shave a lot of time off your debt payoff without actually paying more towards your debt. You can just still continue to make the minimum payments. We're looking at the Money Mastery Basics Guide. It's free if you want to go grab it in my bio. It is going to give you the steps you need to take to get your financial shit together. Specifically talking about debt here, there are two main payoff methods that work really well: the avalanche method and the snowball method. These both require you to put your debts in order. The avalanche method, you go from highest to smallest interest rate. The snowball, you go from smallest to largest balance. Now let me give you a real life example of how these work. So for the snowball method, say we have 4 debts here. We would put them in order from the smallest to largest balance. These are the balances, these are the interest rates, and these are the monthly payments. So you have them in order and you're paying your minimum payments. If you don't have any extra money to put towards it, that's okay. Just continue making the minimum payments on all of them. Now, when you get this first one paid off, you are going to roll this minimum payment over to the next debt. So now, instead of just paying $50 for debt 2, you will now pay $75 for debt 2 while also paying these minimum payments here. And you are still paying the same amount of minimum payments. Then, once this one's paid off, you take this minimum payment and the first one, and you roll both of those over into the third one. The snowball builds and builds over time, and once you get to debt 4, you are now paying all of these minimum payments plus this one on debt 4. It's going to get paid off a lot quicker. If you do have extra money to contribute to your debt, even an extra $25 or $50 a month is really going to help you pay it off even faster. But like I said, if you do not have any extra money, just continue doing the snowball like this and you'll still pay it off faster than usual. Now, it's the same concept with the avalanche method, except for this time you put them in order from largest to smallest interest rate. So you can see here that the debt names here, like debt 3 was in 3rd place over here. It's in 1st place over here because it has a 27% interest rate. The same thing still applies. Once you pay this first debt completely off, you take that monthly payment and you roll it to the next. So now you'd be paying $200 a month here, and then you take both of these and roll it to the third once both of these are paid off. The difference between these two methods and how to decide which one that you should use, it totally depends on your situation and your goals. If you use the snowball method, you're going to get quicker wins at first because the smaller balances are at the front. It won't take you much time to pay off this $200, and then you'll roll on to the second debt pretty quickly. Whereas in the avalanche method, you're going to have to pay off this $1,000 debt because it has the highest interest before you move on to this debt, which is a lower amount. So if you're a person who needs quick wins in order to stay engaged, you might want to go with the snowball method. And the snowball method is actually what I used to pay off over $10,000 of debt. The good thing about the avalanche method is that those high interest rates are first in line. So when you knock those out, you save yourself money over time because you're paying less interest. So it might take you a little bit longer to get that first win if your first debt in line is a higher balance, but you will save money over time. Once you get to that last debt, you're working with a lower interest rate. So which one is right for you? It's totally up to you. The basics guide will help you figure that out. And like I said, it's free. There's a link to a calculator in here if you want to grab that too. Debt can be really stressful and overwhelming, but once you make a plan and get it out there in the open, it feels a lot better. It's a breath of fresh air to actually have a plan. And then if you continue working on that plan, you are going to get this paid off a lot sooner than you think. So go make your plan and get started ASAP. You got this, friend.